Hey guys, Welsknight here, and welcome back to another episode of Welsknight's Realm. And in today's episode, I want to start a new project in the desert village. I want to start building something that we are almost certainly not going to finish in one episode. It's probably going to take 2 or 3 episodes at least. But before we do that, I have a couple new people to induct into the Hall of Patrons, which is always a cool thing. So, and I just realized I forgot, in my professionalism, to make the armor. Normally I prepare that before episodes. Let me get everything ready, guys. I'll come back to you in just a sec. Alright, guys, I am back. So, I think we're good to go. Here we go. So, the first person to induct into the Hall of Patrons is Obscurum, like so. And then over here, we have Nox Mama, like that. And finally, it looks like we actually have to start a new row, which is totally cool with me. Last, but certainly not least, we've got Jennifer Doggett. There we go. So, 3 new patrons. Welcome to the Hall of Patrons, guys, and thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. But, as I said, guys, we have projects and things to start today. So, we're going to head over to the desert village, and I will meet you there in just a second. Alright, guys, I am back. So, more exciting news. I did a ton of AFK fishing between episodes, and we now have 3 more mending books, which is fantastic, because we still need mending on our legs, on our shovel, and I think that's it. I think it's just the legs and the shovel. Everything else should have mending on it. So, let's grab 2 of those mending books, and let's make use of this. As you can see, I've got a couple of levels right now. I've got like 82 levels. Little bit of overkill, but, you know, it's all good. So, let's do this, and I think we should probably rename our diamond leggings to something else. Let's call them Knight's Leggings. Why not? And, oh, actually, I named everything else Angelic something. So we're gonna rename, I mean, we've got the levels for it, whatever. Angelic chest plate and angelic leggings. There we go. So we've got angelic everything and then mending on all of our tools and gear and stuff, which is definitely a good thing. But I have an idea for something I want to do here in the desert village that I've actually I think I first talked about it quite a long time ago, like 20 episodes ago or something like that, right around the time that we actually started the desert village. And one thing that I want to make here is a marketplace, I don't know if it's Bazaar or Bazaar, but either way, basically like a big marketplace where all the village people can come and trade their goods and all that kind of stuff. And what I want to do is I want to have an indoor marketplace, a really large one. If any of you have ever played Assassin's Creed, I think it's the one that takes place in, I forget the name of the city, in Istanbul. It's the one that takes place there. There's a really big, like, marketplace type thing, and that's kind of what I want to go for, is something grand with, like, towers and, yeah, it should be very cool. I have kind of a picture in my head of how I want it to look. Where is all my sandstone? I think it's over here. No, that's sand. Here we go. Let's just grab, we're going to need pretty much all of this, and then some, honestly. We're going to need a lot more than that. But I can always mine some more. That's not a big deal. I can show you my super secret mining spot if I run out. For now, though, I think this will be fine. So, I'm thinking this marketplace is going to be absolutely huge. It's going to be massive. So, we're going to need a lot of space in order to make this work. And I'm thinking we'll put it kind of in this area right around here. is what I'm leaning towards. I think that will provide us enough space to work with. So let's start out by kind of laying out the towers a little bit. And I might have to do some stuff here with the landscaping. We'll probably want to get rid of these cacti. Technically, both terms are actually correct. There you go. You learned something new about the English language. Anyway, so let's start out with the towers. And I'm thinking one tower like here. And I want them to be, I think they're going to have to be bigger than that, actually. I think in order for this to kind of be at the scale that I want, I'm kind of thinking they're going to have to be like that big. And we'll maybe, why don't we peel this back a ways? Because this is a little too close right now. We'll just kind of do something like that. There we go. That should be fine, and then I'll peel this back as well, like so. There we go. Just give ourselves a little space to work with there. I'm not really gonna need my torches right this moment, so we'll be good. Okay, so we got something like that going, and then we go like that, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and like so. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and like so. Okay. And that actually looks to be about the scale that I want to go for. That actually looks about right. Yeah, I think that's good. Let's just kind of pillar up a little bit. Yep, that looks good to me. That looks good. Okay, does this not have... It does have efficiency 5. I'm surprised how long that took. Anyway, so we'll do something like that. Now, what we'll have is a wall that kind of comes out like this. And this wall, I'm going to make it 3 thick, because that'll allow us to do some really cool things with detail in the wall, right? So we'll build that out a ways. I'm thinking, I don't know exactly how far. We should probably count and at least make sure that it's a decent number. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15, I think, will be about right. Maybe we make it like, let's see, this is 15, 16, 17? I think that's about right there. And then we'll go 5, and then we'll have to repeat the circle pattern. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like that. That's going to get really close to the farm, actually. Although I'm not really a fan of this farm anyway. This thing could be moved easily enough. It wouldn't be that big of a deal to move it. But I think 15, you know what? I think 15's fine. I think 15 is fine for this thing. So, let's see here. So from here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I think I may have miscounted that. I'm going to double check it one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, cool. So that is the right number. Sorry about all the counting, guys, but if we get this wrong, it's going to be, like, it's super, super important that we get our spacing and stuff like that right the first time, because afterwards, it's going to be a lot to tear it down. We want to make sure we do it right the first time. Like this, right here. Perfect example. That would have been a mistake. So 1, 2, 3. There we go. Like so. And then this would come out like that. There's one lonely sandstone block just hanging out over here. And I'm one of those people that needs to collect every block or it drives me crazy. There we go. And then we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like so. And that one goes away, right? Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Should be lined up. Yeah, good. Okay. So, that should be our basic shape. Ooh, that's nice. That is nice. And then we can bring it back going that way. And then each of these towers, I think, is going to have like a dome and like a spire that goes up. I'm already loving this. Okay, so then we'll go, let's see, 15 that way. So I think we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Let's go 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. So we'll make it a little bit deeper going that way. I think that'll be good. And then we just need to bring this guy over as well. That's sand. That. I say, that's sand, and then what do? I place the sand. Go me. There we go. So we'll do that. And then I'll just kind of build this out and around so I have the idea of where that ends. And then let me get this side, let me get these circles put in. I'll come back to you in just a second here, guys. All right, guys, I am back. So you can tell just from this outline here kind of what sort of a scale we're looking at. This is going to be a really big build. The other thing, too, is that I think I'm going to have it extend out that way and that way as well. So that's going to make it even bigger. And that should also be kind of interesting. I don't know exactly how I want to do that. I might go, maybe we count, let's see, so this is 21, so maybe we count in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then like on the 6th block, we put a thing there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here. How big is that? That's pretty good size. And then we'll build that out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 maybe? Maybe we build that out 11. And then just bring it like single wall thick there. Might work. That might be okay. I mean, we could do potentially thicker walls, but I don't know that it's necessary for that. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6th block. And I think that was 11, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Lost count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I think that's it. I'm gonna make sure it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6th block. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So that should connect, right? Yes. Good. Okay. Sleep time. So I'm gonna go get some sleep. Looks like I'm going to need a pretty significant amount of sandstone to continue here. So let me get that done, and I'll come back to you in just a little bit. All right, guys, I am back. And one of the wonderful things about living in a desert when it comes to getting sandstone, there's sandstone all over the place. It's like everywhere. And all I have to do is I've got like this big room like mined out now, right? Just grabbed all of this sandstone, took me maybe 5 minutes because instant mine is amazing. All I need to do is something like this, and you'll never know. You'll never know. If you ever decide to download the world, I put up a world download every 20 episodes, by the way, so the most recent one was episode 80. If you ever download the world, you'll find a couple of these kind of hiding throughout the world. They're around. They're here. You know, you can find them. Little spots in the desert where I've just gone on mining sprees and mined out tons and tons of sandstone. There's plenty of it around here. So, my little secret. That's where I'm getting all the sandstone from. It's not hard to find. But anyway, so now that we've got a massive quantity of sandstone, I think it's time to go back to building a little bit. And I think the first thing we're going to want to do is any of these areas that are sticking out like this, I want to go ahead and bring these parts down a little bit, I think. Like so. Just so it's like into the ground, if that makes any sense. There we go. Because I think it would be better to do that rather than to terraform the whole area here. So there's a lot of different benefits to doing it this way. I think this will look better. I haven't decided what we're going to do for like a floor in here yet. I haven't even decided what elevation the floor is going to be at, but I am pretty much sure that I'm going to want these to come down rather than trying to even out the sand. So I think this will be a much better solution, and I think it'll look a lot better as well. There we go. Do that, and I need a way up. I'll just break that one. There we go. Okay, so we've got that done. Now, the next step is definitely going to be to bring up these walls a little bit so they stand out and we can see where they're at. Oh, you know what? I missed some spots over here. Let me fix that. There we go. That should be better. We good now? I think we good. Yeah, looks good to me. Oh, there's another one over here. Block. Yes. Okay, now we're good. Okay, so let's go ahead and bring these walls up. Let's go, I think ultimately we'll want to go, like, pretty high with this. I'm not sure exactly how high, but we're gonna want to go pretty high. So let me bring these up, say 4 high to start with, and I'll come back to you in just a little bit. All right, guys, I am back, and just to give you a scale of this build, I've built these up too high from the foundation that we had, so it's, you know, here, and that used like 2/3 of an entire full inventory of sandstone. So, yeah, this is going to be a very big project. This is going to be a very, very, very big project indeed. Oh, it is so night. Look at that. That's definitely night. Don't tell me it's not night, game. Anyway, I think the next thing to do is probably to kind of lay out the basic interior. Now, I'm not going to go super detailed with the interior right now, obviously, considering we don't even have a structure yet. But I want to kind of lay out the basic flow, if that makes any sense. And I think that's the middle, right? Yes. Okay. And then I'm also wanting to lay out our gate. And I'm thinking, will 3 be wide enough? No, it's not. We're going to go 5 wide for the gate. Like this. Yeah, that feels better. And then we'll probably have windows like this, maybe? Or we'll have some sort of detail in the walls. I don't know exactly what yet, but there's going to be a lot of detail in this build as well. Okay, so you come into this big gate, and ultimately I want this whole thing, is that the center? It looks like the center. It'll be easier to tell from this side. Yep, that's totally the center. Awesome. Let's mark that over here as well, just so we know where our center points in the wall are there. Okay, so ultimately, I want you to walk in, and then we'll have, like, probably little shops. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know exactly how we want to have these divided up yet. But I'm thinking it'll be a network of different shops. So maybe, let's see, this will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So maybe like here is where they'll kind of meet up, like that. Actually, no. I'm thinking here instead. Right, and we'll have a bunch of shops there. And then we go 1, 2, 3, and here, going to this wall, we'd have a bunch of shops along there. And then these would be divided up, right? So maybe we have, like, these are, we got a couple shops here, and then maybe this is, 2 shops or 1 shop, or, you know what I mean? Each of these little things will be their own little vendor of some sort, and they'll each sell different things. Maybe we'll have a couple places that sell carpets. Maybe we'll have some places that sell different types of food, armor, whatever. It'll be pretty cool once it's all done. So let's bring this guy over. And I do want it to be a relatively symmetrical build as far as the basic layout goes. But I'm thinking then we'll add some variation into the layout by essentially using different types of shops and things like that. Like, that's where the differences will really come in. So we lay out something like that. And these are not permanent, by the way. These are rather temporary. And then I'm thinking we'll have like a rotunda up here. We'll have domes on each of these towers in the corners. And then we'll have one big dome right here. So let's just do something like that, because I just kind of want to mark out where that dome is. And I think it'll be a radius of 7, maybe? What's our radius on these? I don't even know. A lot bigger than 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 is our radius on those. So this is actually going to have to be a lot bigger than that. So we've got 7, 9, 11, 13. Right? Am I right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's actually make it the big dome in the middle will actually have a radius of 15, so it'll encompass this whole area. So that means we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 sticking out there. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1, 2, 3, 4. So this whole area broken out by this guy, if you look up, you'll be under a dome of some sort, which I think will be really cool. I think this will look really, really awesome when it's all said and done. And then we'll have maybe pillars of some sort, other things to kind of break it up a little bit. Yeah. Oh, man, this is going to be amazing once it's done. I'm going to need so much sandstone, though. It's going to be ridiculous. Okay, now the other question is we've got these wings that kind of come off to the side, right? Stick out the sides there. And I'm thinking for those, we'll do kind of something along these lines, just so it kind of matches the theme of the rest of the village. But for the towers, I made that. For the towers, which I think I am going to build the towers up an extra 2 high, just to kind of help distinguish them a little bit, so I can kind of visualize where they're going to be and all that kind of stuff. Let's go like that, and the towers are not gonna, the towers shouldn't intersect with the big dome in the middle at all. I don't think. I think we should be fine. I hope. I don't know. So there's one. That's our center of the wall there. There we go. Let's just get that laid out like so. There we go. And that's 2 towers marked out. Looking good. 2 more to go. Let me get those done, guys, and I'll come back to you in just a second. All right, guys, I am back. So we can kind of see where the towers are going to come up. These walls are probably going to be, I'm thinking 7 high. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that would be like up to here. I'm thinking they'll go up to there, and then obviously we'll have the big dome. We'll have the towers that come up. Maybe we'll even end up going 9 high on the walls, because this gate is going to kind of come up. It's going to be like a big archway, and I think it's going to have to peak about right here, which means the walls, I think I'm going to need 7 blocks just to make the peak of the archway, now that I think about it. So I think this will have to be maybe even 11 high for the walls. Yeah, this is going to be a huge build. It's going to be ridiculous in size. Absolutely massive. But I think we got a pretty good start on it, and I think I am also very much out of time for this episode, guys. So, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave me a comment. I do appreciate it, and it really helps out my channel. You can also find me on Facebook, Twitter, and Twitch. There are links in the video description below, so check that out as well. Otherwise, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll definitely see you next time.